All right, guys, good evening out there. Today is Tuesday, June 9th, 2026. I wanted to go ahead and just jump on here real quick to give you guys just a quick update on the severe weather for the rest of the day today. Let's go ahead and dive in here and take a look at what we are looking at. Now, again, this is not our traditional severe weather coverage. That will be later on this evening and in the overnight hours. What this is, again, is going to be a severe weather update, giving you guys the latest on what is going on currently and what we are expecting for this severe weather event. So here's how things stand currently across South Dakota. We do have this tornado watch across Nebraska and North Dakota. So severe thunderstorm warning here for Carson County in effect. Severe thunderstorm warning here for Carson County in effect until 6:15 p.m. Mountain Time. This storm is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour, so pretty soon this is going to cross the border into North Dakota. So we're looking at 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail with this storm. So this area is in a pretty rural area. So McIntosh and the Watauga areas in South Dakota. Couple of small communities are going to be impacted by this severe thunderstorm. But other than that, for the South Dakota side of things, we're pretty quiet overall. So again, if we look at the big picture, take a look at the rest of the region, we're pretty quiet right now. But as I do say, this is the calm before the storm. Things are going to get active this evening and tonight. So it's important that you guys are weather aware, especially if you are in the watch area. If you are underneath a watch, we need you to be weather aware. Need to have a safety plan in place. Need to be weather aware. Keep track on a radar device. Again, also a good idea to sign up for our new weather call system that we have launched, and we have a lot of people that have signed up already, and a lot more people hopefully will sign up and get that life-saving phone call if you get a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning or flash flood warning issued for your immediate area. Other severe thunderstorms, we have numerous severe thunderstorms up in North Dakota, north of Bismarck up towards Minot, and north of Williston, North Dakota areas there. Numerous severe thunderstorms up here. And North Dakota tonight, North Dakota is where we are going to see the worst of the severe weather. So heads up, if you got any folks in North Dakota or any viewers from North Dakota that's in the tornado watch, we need you to be weather aware, and those areas are going to see the worst of the severe weather tonight. Do want to mention this, up in Canada, in Manitoba, just south of Winnipeg, there's actually a tornado warning, and there's actually been a confirmed tornado up there in Canada. So just thought I'd mention that as well. Now, farther south, down into Nebraska, we do have severe weather as well. So for our Nebraska viewers, we do have a tornado watch that was posted a little bit ago as well. And that is out also until midnight tonight. Now, for the tornado watch areas, again, Nebraska, central South Dakota, and into North Dakota, these tornado watches are all in place until midnight Central Time tonight, and the threats are going to be a few tornadoes with a couple of strong tornadoes that are going to be possible anywhere in the tornado watch areas. So again, that includes North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. Scattered large hail events up to 3 inches in diameter or softball-sized hail is going to be possible across the tornado watch area. And then we were looking at scattered damaging wind gusts up to 80 to 85 miles per hour. So we're looking at quite strong weather threats here for this evening and the overnight hours. So again, that large hail threat, the damaging wind threat, and the tornadoes, all going to be possible, as well as a other threat possibly of torrential rainfall and potential flooding as well. Just depends on how things shake out there. But we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up here. Just wanted to go ahead and mention this. This is in southern South Dakota now. So new severe thunderstorm warning here. That includes Kyle and Oglala and Pine Ridge, Martin, South Dakota. New severe thunderstorm warning issued here. So this is the beginning stages of what is going to be a long night of rough weather here across Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota. So new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me go ahead and read this off here. This is for Oglala, Lakota County, Jackson, and Bennett counties in South Dakota until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time there. So this goes for an hour. Severe thunderstorm warning is moving. This severe thunderstorm is moving northeast at 45 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this severe thunderstorm. So that is the latest severe thunderstorm warning there. We do have other severe thunderstorm warnings down in Nebraska as well. There is also in far southern Nebraska, there is a severe thunderstorm watch there in that peach color. But the tornado watch area, that is where we are most concerned about for this evening into tonight. Severe thunderstorm warnings here. One is just east of Chadron, Nebraska there over Rushville and Hay Springs, just south of Pine Ridge here. Severe thunderstorm warning in place. Damage threat is considerable with this due to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Storm is moving northeast at 25 miles per hour for Sheridan County in the panhandle of Nebraska. And then farther south here, west and northwest of North Platte, we do have an additional severe thunderstorm warning here on this storm. And let's switch to the Nebraska radar. So North Platte is down here. So we are seeing this severe thunderstorm warning in place until 5:45 Mountain Time. This is for Arthur, Grant, and Garden counties in Nebraska. This severe thunderstorm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail. So that's the latest on the current severe weather across the region. Now let me go ahead and switch graphics here, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the categories of our severe weather threat for the rest of this evening. Going ahead and switching products here. And so if we look at our severe weather risk map, here it is from the Storm Prediction Center, the latest. We have a severe thunderstorm risk here for South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and it does extend down into Kansas and Oklahoma and portions of Texas as well. So it goes all the way from Texas up through the Canada border. So for our region, we have our enhanced risk level 3 out of 5 in orange. That does include Sioux Falls, large chunk of South Dakota and Nebraska, as well as North Dakota and western Minnesota. So it includes the North Platte area, Grand Island, up towards Valentine, O'Neill, Norfolk, Nebraska, and then for South Dakota, Pierre, Aberdeen, Sioux Falls, the I-29 corridor, Huron, Mobridge, Winter, Mitchell, Chamberlain, all included in this enhanced risk. And then also into North Dakota, Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, and Fargo, all included as well, and into western Minnesota. So these areas, if you are caught in the level 2 and level 3 here, so the slight risk is the level 2 out of 5 in yellow. And so if you live in those areas, as well as the level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk, we need you to be weather aware this evening and for the remainder of the day into tonight, because we are expecting severe weather across the northern plains. Let's look at the tornado risk. And this is what we are seeing here. And we do have the highest risk. Again, as I mentioned, it's going to be up in North Dakota, that Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Jamestown, Devil's Lake, Fargo areas. That is where we are seeing the highest tornado probabilities, the 10% there in yellow. But we do have a SIG 1 hatched zone risk here. What does that mean? Well, you see the moving lines there on your screen. That is where we are seeing that outlined area for North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Northwest Iowa, and western Minnesota. This does include Sioux Falls. So Sioux Falls, we are in the thick of this. Aberdeen as well, Pierre, I-29 corridor, down to Omaha. So Omaha, it even goes as far south as Kearney and Omaha, Nebraska here. Includes Sioux City as well. So these areas in the brown and yellow colors, we need you to be weather aware here as we head into the rest of the day, into tonight. Here's our hail threat. We are seeing that 15% in yellow, 30% there in red. And that covers, again, the Northern Plains region, the Dakotas, Nebraska, and we do have that SIG 1 hatched risk as well. So that large hail threat is there as well. And then if we look at our wind threat, it does look like at this stage, our damaging wind threat is going to be the main threat here for this evening into tonight, and that is for South Dakota and North Dakota mainly. There with the 45%, that is that purple color there. That is our highest risk area, and that is that 45%, which that means within this area in purple, there's a 45% chance of a strong damaging wind event. So that is essentially a 50-50 shot, which in this outlook terms, it is a very high risk. So then we have the 30% in red that it covers again South Dakota, Nebraska, western Minnesota, Nebraska, South Dakota, this whole area. And that includes Sioux Falls. So we're right on the edge of that 30% in red. That's also a high risk. And then we have our SIG 1 risk as well that covers this entire region. So folks, we need to be weather aware, need to have a safety plan in place for severe weather. It is going to be a rough night of severe weather, but we got you covered. We have been posting consistently today throughout the day, giving you guys severe weather updates, and we'll continue to do so. I have Josh behind me. He is on the social media side of things this evening and tonight. I'm going to give you guys the latest severe weather updates on social media, on Facebook, X, and Instagram. So be sure to check those out for those updates over there. And we will be going live, bringing you guys severe weather coverage when conditions do warrant, when things get worse here. We are looking at the beginning stages right now of what is going to be our main event. Again, later this evening into tonight, it's going to be our main severe weather event. One last thing I wanted to show you guys is the latest forecast model. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bring this up for you guys and bring you guys the latest. And so we are expecting that Sioux Falls area to get severe thunderstorm activity around that 11 o'clock to midnight time frame. If I go ahead and play this out here, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and bring up the latest here. All right, so let me go ahead here and let's go ahead and take a look at what we are seeing here. Take that off there. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we're seeing here. Let me kind of zoom in for you guys here a little bit. So we're going to look at the latest on the HRRR model run. And so if we go ahead and play this out here, this is within the next couple of hours, we are going to start to see this activity across western South Dakota into western Nebraska and into North Dakota. And it's going to initially be more of supercellular structures, and eventually, as we play this out, will eventually turn into a wind line, a line of severe weather capable of, again, large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. So by about that 8 o'clock time frame, we're going to be seeing this activity forming a line here. And this will be across central Nebraska, central South Dakota within the next couple of hours. And then as we play this out, look at that line there of severe thunderstorms from Nebraska all the way up through North Dakota. There, this is 9 o'clock. So we are seeing a very strong, significant line of severe weather this evening. And then tonight, around that 10 o'clock time frame, we are seeing it in full force here across central and eastern South Dakota. And then this is by 11 o'clock, and you can see here, this is across from Sioux Falls, I-29 corridor, eastern South Dakota here. We're seeing that line of severe weather. And then by midnight, pushes off into Minnesota. So that is kind of the time frame and kind of gives you guys a visual of the forecast models and what the model runs are thinking for this event for the rest of the day into tonight. So let me go ahead and we're going to zoom in a little bit more here for you guys. So here is a little bit of a zoomed picture for you guys. And so if we play this out, again, within the next hour or two, we're going to see activity forming across North Dakota into South Dakota, and western South Dakota, Nebraska. And then as we head into the evening hours, it'll form a line of severe weather from Canada through North Dakota, through central South Dakota, through Nebraska, and then continue to push eastward tonight. And then by, again, that 11 o'clock time frame towards midnight, that'll be when the Sioux Falls and I-29 corridor areas will see this line of severe weather. So we are going to be seeing more than likely a derecho event, is kind of what we are leaning towards. It looks like, based on everything we're seeing, it looks like this event will more than likely be a derecho event. So that is the latest here from TSC, from T Storm Chasers. Just wanted to pop on here and bring you guys the latest severe weather update on what is currently going on and what is forecasted to occur here for the remainder of this severe weather event. We are just getting started here. We will jump back on for the severe weather coverage once things really start to ramp up and get going. But in the meantime, continue to follow us on our social platforms, again, Facebook, X, and Instagram, for the latest severe weather updates online. So thank you guys for watching. From all of us here at T Storm Chasers, we appreciate your guys' support. And for all of us here, my name is Riley. We'll see you guys later this evening for our